Happy Devils Monday. This is the Woo Report. The Woo Report. Episode 455. Titled Quinn's Desire to Play with Jack and Luke. Surprising press conference today by Jim Rutherford. I'm your host, Sam Woo. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios in an undisclosed location, beautiful New Jersey. What a press conference today in Vancouver. Player exit meetings. Jim Rutherford, the general manager of the Vancouver Canucks. Boy, isn't it great sometimes when you see old hockey executives just spill the beans about everything? To the point where it was like, I better be careful. It's kind of tampering. Yeah, it is tampering. That wasn't good. But we talked about this on the Woo Report about 3 months ago. About Jim Rutherford's, again, another press conference, quote, kind of alluding to reading between the lines about Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes, the oldest of the three brothers, Jack and Luke, Norris Trophy defenseman, Quinn Hughes, all-star, his desire to play with his brothers. Wow. Boy, there were a lot of nuggets today in that press conference. And, to be honest with you, you don't say that kind of stuff unless you're, being strategic. Some of the things that Jim Rutherford said foreshadowed the possibility of uniting Quinn Hughes with his brothers. Now, he said, we're to the effect of, he'll come to Vancouver. Jack and Luke. I don't see that happening. But here's a quote. Quinn has said before he wants to play with his brothers. That would be partly out of our control, in our control, if we brought his brothers here. Whew. Number one, that statement, I think he was being a little sarcastic in that statement. Because we all know that there is no way Jack Hughes and Luke Hughes will ever be part of a blockbuster trade to reunite themselves with their brother Quinn in Vancouver. It's just not happening. It is not going to happen. I'll take that to the bank. It's zero chance that's going to happen. But here's the thing. Jim Rutherford, he's right that his franchise cannot afford to lose a guy like Quinn Hughes. And of course they are going to do everything to keep him here. We can do everything they can do to keep him here, said Jim Rutherford. Well, you better say that in front of your fans, but you know what? I don't think the high price that Quinn Hughes would command, I think he'd rather play with his brothers over money any day. You have a chance of a lifetime. You've got two other brothers. One already an all-star in Jack Hughes, first overall pick, and you have your little brother, Luke, who's a budding star right now, there is no way they're going to Vancouver. Now, all the cards and all the leverage at this point is with Tom Fitzgerald here. Right now, Luke Hughes would be a restricted free agent. I don't believe any team can do one of these offer sheets to poach Luke out of New Jersey. Quinn Hughes still has 2 more solid years on his contract with Vancouver. Would you trade for Quinn Hughes if you were the New Jersey Devils, or would you wait it out 2 years? Wait it out. Things can change in 2 years. You never know. But the idea of bringing Quinn Hughes to New Jersey, the 3 Hughes brothers that would be in their primes of their career together, boy, would that be a good story. You talk about other brother trios in the National Hockey League. One comes to mind, the Stahl brothers. Right now, the Devils are playing against Jordan Stahl. The Carolina Hurricanes against him. Those are some brothers that come in mind. Then you got the duo of Brady and Keith Tkachuk. I'm all for it. And can you keep all the Hughes brothers under $30 million a year combined under the cap? Something to think about. I see some comments in the YouTube Live. Tom says, not tampering, it's Canucks suicide. There's a little bit of a desperation on Jim Rutherford right now. You know, he's going to go, Quinn Hughes is going to the highest bidder at this point. And there may be some teams that are going to try to vie for Quinn Hughes. But what has happened to the Vancouver Canucks, just, wow, they're just, their stock is just dropping. Not making the playoffs this season after making the playoffs last season and having some decent postseason success. You know, I wonder what that would be like to have them together. I mean, the marketing team of the New Jersey Devils would eat that up like crazy. I think Harrison Blitzer would want to have the 3 under their own team. Wimpy says 3 Hughes equals 1 fully healthy Hughes. I'll tell you, the last game against the Carolina Hurricanes yesterday, thank goodness Luke Hughes was okay to come back. I hate it with all the injuries starting to pile up. But thank goodness Luke Hughes got back on the ice in the late in the third period. Wimpy says, we could use a third one for spare parts. But all kidding aside, I think, that press conference reeked of potential tampering. I'm sure Gary Bettman is not happy about that. You got to think how the Devils management feel about that as well. But if you're going to make those statements, I would hope that Jim Rutherford's willing to make a deal. Not right now. Obviously, you're in the middle of the playoffs. But boy, is that a distraction as well. Devils down 1-0 against the Carolina Hurricanes after practically not showing up in the first and second periods. They did this last time when they were in the playoffs against the Carolina Hurricanes and the New York Rangers. If you remember the first couple games. But the guys need to really get it together. Need it to really play some inspired hockey. But getting back to the topic about Quinn Hughes' desire to play with Jack and Luke, I now hope the Devils go far. I would love to see Quinn Hughes in the stands. Could you imagine Game 3 at home, Friday night at The Rock? We'll be at American Whiskey tomorrow for a game viewing party on the third floor at the Attic at American Whiskey. 6 p.m. Eastern start tomorrow, but also Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern start. But can you imagine with all this, it's in the second period, and the Jumbotron, everybody's watching, and then you see Quinn Hughes in the luxury suites, what kind of ovation he would get from the New Jersey Devils fans? I bet you it'll be pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. But yeah, I'll be at American Whiskey tomorrow for the viewing party. I know Brat Pack is putting it out there on the internet, on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. But think. Well, wow. Just seeing that, just reading the quotes and seeing that press conference. It's going to happen, folks. It's just a matter of when. And with their dad, Jim Hughes, being their agents, anything can happen. Anything can happen. All right. Well, just wanted to do a little Woo report. Dropping the podcast at midnight. Again, tomorrow at American Whiskey for Game 2 viewing party. Upstairs, third level, the Attic. We're going to have Game Day live from American Whiskey. Game 2 against the Carolina Hurricanes. And also Devils After Dark. Wimpy's asking how is Scotty's ultimate road trip is going. He avoided all the storms. Last I checked, he was in the Midwest. Scotty, if you're listening to me right now, hands 10 and 2 on the wheel, 9 and 3 if you prefer. Drive safely, Scotty. We're going to get out of here. Till next time, this is the Woo Report. Let's go, Devils.